Hello guys and welcome back to our YouTube channel. Turkish films ranging from sweet rom-coms to thrilling spy flicks to heart-wrenching dramas are making their way to our screens. In today's video, we'll share the list of top 10 best Turkish drama movies that you can watch on YouTube with English subtitles. So make sure that you watch this video till the end, and if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. So let's get started. Number 10. Second Chance. Two lonely people, math lecturer and a restaurant owner, cross each other's paths. As they get to know one another, they learn they are both searching for a second chance. It is known that opposite attract, so it is indeed universal. How else can one explain that Yasmin would want to start something with Jamal? Yasmin is beautiful, but as a math teacher, she makes her life choices with an almost mathematical care and rationality. Jamal, however, is the charmistic restaurant owner and foodie and walks through life carefree and outgoing to escape his past. When fate crosses their paths, it doesn't immediately lead to love at first sight. Number 9. Our Boy and Our Girl. Emre, the auto mechanic living in Istanbul, and Zeynep, the wedding organizer, have nothing in common. They don't even know each other. However, both of them win the Anatolia raffle from the radio lottery and go on holiday with their friends. On this holiday, they both find themselves in a chain of both funny and entertaining events. Number 8. Is This Love? Umad has been a thief since she was a kid. He constantly seeks the opportunity of his life and his family. He cannot find either. Gulam is a young girl who has no problems in her life, who would completed her schooling on time and is only a step away from her dreams. But before she takes the step towards her dreams, she hangs and falls. It is understood that Gulam has liver failure. She'll die if she doesn't have a liver transplant. The fate of Umad and Gulam merge at this point. Umad found the opportunity he had waited for the rest of his life, but this opportunity drags Umad into difficult situations and finds itself in a position that risks the lives of all loved ones. For Umad to come out of this vortex, he has to make very serious decisions, and love is worth everything. Is this love? Number 7. Love Is Like You. Ali is fighting hard not to lose a family heirloom restaurant in a fishing town in the Aegean. One day, a girl comes to town who doesn't know where she's coming from or where she's going. The sea. A great love begins between Deniz and Ali, who are fleeing from his past. The inhabitants of the town are Ice Cream Nabahat, Manav, Fisherman, Yasser Felicity, and Yusuf Baba are witness of this great love. While a love is experienced in the taste of the hot folk songs of the Aegean, the past of the sea is ready to overshadow their happiness. Number 6. My Daughter and I. The film depicts the life of a high-ranking police officer named Doruk, who is the only child of a wealthy family. His dreams of entering the police academy was realized when he graduated from the academy. First is his class. He falls in love with Serap, whom he met during an operation, and get married. But after a while, after their daughter's Zeynep's birth, Serap leaves the house. Doruk, who is a police officer of the special operations, while trying to fulfill the difficult task successfully, on the one hand, his daughter Zeynep, both motherhood and father. Serap comes out again and everything changes. The father and daughter started a difficult period in their lives. Number 5. I Love You Man. Musician Berk and mechanical engineering student Azel meets when Berk saves Azel from water in Kydrenia. He lives a modest life fishing and has only his friend Janko and Janko's wife to his company. Janko wants Berk to get married and introduces to ladies. Berk was a musician who went bankrupt with even his job and girlfriend taken from him. Hearing Azel's voice inspires Berk to start his career again, only to find that Azel is suffering from terminal illness. Number 4. Children is Crow You. The story about an interior architect, Kerim, who is a successful interior designer, and his wife are on pins and needles as they cannot have a baby because of biological reasons. During the treatment process, they decide to go on a countryside place where they can have a resort house in order to have a breathe. On the way, they have a traffic accident and the boy who rushes to road at that time is killed by the car Kerim drives. Kerim's wife loses her life too. Kerim wakes up at the hospital after a while and has to face the tough facts. After a few months of recovery, Kerim starts to have psychological problems and live strange moments at home. As it gets worse, he goes back to the resort house to share his uneasiness with Darwish, a man who looks after Kerim's resort house during the year, and Nargis, Darwish's wife. As they really love and believe in Kerim, they figure out a solution for Kerim's problem and takes him to an old woman called Zisin Nene, who has supernatural sentiments. Zisin uncovers some other vital facts Kerim conceals from everybody since his childhood. Having understood that an evil spirit of the man Kerim killed in the past wants to take revenge, Zisin Nene makes a plan to fend off the evil. Consequently, through this successful plan, Zisin Nene sacrificed her own life in order to make everything better. Number 3. One breath is enough. Nefis is a young lady who struggles with a heart disease since her childhood. She is the only child and her family tried every way possible to get her well. It is clear that if she cannot get a heart transplant, the disease is deadly one. Thanks to her parents, who are very understanding and helpful, Nefis turns out to become a free-spirited, life-loving by mocking death and life young woman. Although she accepts death is very close, she still believes in miracles and aims to live life to the fullest. On the other hand, Yemen is a young man who attempts suicide because he cannot bear the guilt of being the reason of his parents' death in a car accident. Their paths cross in a small town by pure coincidence. Nefis, despite knowing she is going to die soon, is always thankful for extra days, but Yemen is just the opposite. A healthy man who cannot let himself go. A big love emerges under bad circumstances. They find themselves in the arms of a tormented love threatened by Nefis' disease. Nefis gives Yemen the desire to live again, and Yemen tries to save her. We witness another impossible love story of an unlucky woman drawn to a very sad man. Number 2. Come on, son. Ali, a fisherman, devoted his life to his young son Ifi. Ifi was the only son of Ali who was in his life. Ifi is always different from other children. Ifi, who has own communication problem, is not a child who can laugh and play and react to what he hears. As Ali tries to bond with his son, he runs into many barriers in communication with him, and Ali's greatest wish is to know what his son understands him. The plot evolves around a father who loves his son dearly but going through many struggles to create communication channels with him, who carries the burden of the memories of his father, his mother, and the woman he loves will shape the life of both. Number 1. Youre My Home. Following a painful separation, broken-hearted, Lila decides to return home to recover from a trauma, but there is an additional challenge. She must also repair the broken bonds with her strict authoritarian father, Selim. Her paths then cross with that of Iskander, an emotionally damaged construction worker who was raised in an orphanage. He lives alone and has never had a home to call his own. The mutual attraction is apparent from their first exchanged glance, but love takes longer to blossom. Unfortunately, the couple couldn't be more different. She's been scared by her experiences, while his life has been characterized by loneliness. He also struggles to imagine life as a husband. On these delicate foundations, they start to build a relationship. But there's a trouble on the horizon, and their happiness could prove to be short-lived. So that's all for today's video. I hope you all like this, and we'll be soon back with another video. Till then, keep supporting and take care.